Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. It has been a while. When last we left off, we had done the four instances over here, the four interludes over here on Gleowine's map. We had taken a little break from the main story to do that and to bring Glenorin over here and do his little bit as well. So we're going to get back to Book 10, Chapter 11 here, which is the Return to Byre-tûr. We've got to go and collect stolen heirlooms from the orcs. We got to free the horses from there, and we've got to defeat Fonshu or Kretar. Now we're going to look at the bestowal dialogue, the history. We got this from talking to the people, the various people scattered about the cave there, like Elfgifu and Liedwig. And if I can remember just for a second, if I can indulge myself, Schulfig. Okay, so we got here. Wait a minute, what am I saying? There's still something I can do. For the first time you can remember since arriving in Wildemore, Gleowine favors you with a smile. How can I have forgotten my own lessons? When I was instructing Horn in the ways of music, one of the very first things I taught him was the minstrel's greatest power is that of inspiration. Music lets us shine a light into the darkest corner of our heart, bringing into it hope and good feeling. When Horn was still alive, I told him this, for I believed was still young, I told him this, for I believed it. And I believe it still. Speak to the survivors of Byre-tûr in this cave, Gnarlo, and find out what it is they desire, and then make it happen. Gleowine's smile is even more broad this time. What? You are the adventurer here, Gnarlo. I'm sending them hope, that is all. I'm sending them you. So we, the survivors, have asked us to take care of these items over here, these bits and pieces of things that we can go and see if we can make right in Byre-tûr. And that is what we will do. Why have I got a ring on my map? Oh, that's pointing, I guess, at Gleowine's map there, because those interludes are all repeatable. So let us head on out toward the exit. Hello, Nona. What have you got going on? You got a question? Book 11, Chapter 1. Oh, let's finish up Chapter 11 first. Let's finish up Book 10 before we start in Book 11 there. Didn't know we could skip books, as it were. Okay, let's get back out into the wintry weather. That is one thing I've got to say, too. One of the reasons why I haven't put up anything in several days now, in almost a week, is I have been up in Canada this week. Flew up on Thursday and just got back today. Visiting family up there in the little town of Waterloo, which is just to the west of Toronto, about an hour. They live about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes to the west of Toronto. So it was a very nice time. And while there wasn't this much snow on the ground, there was a bit of snow on the ground, and it was quite damn quite damn cold, especially for a Georgia boy, for someone who's used to, being able to quite often to be able to walk around outside barefoot in January. It was quite cold. So it was wonderful visiting the family, but it's also wonderful to be back home as well. All right, so we're going to Byre-tûr. Let's find where Byre-tûr is. Byre-tûr is almost directly to the southeast of us. All right, so we should be able to come up through here and then just bear to the southeast, and that should get us there. So I will see y'all whenever. Whoop, there it is. That's Byre-tûr right there. That city on the hill, isn't it? So there really isn't any need to really disappear, because I'll be just starting the recording back up here in just a second. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Canada is a wonderful, fun place. And I'll be posting up a video a little later today that has to do with part of the trip and something that has gotten me triggered again, I'm afraid. But in a good way. Well, I guess it's a good way. It could be a good way. We'll have to see. We will have to see. exactly how good it is. But anyway, let's get up here and let's kill some of these damn orcs and see if we can get some heirlooms and stuff off of them. I'm going to zoom in a bit. I always like showing off these models because they're such nice models. Talked many times over the years how the devs in this game have been so good at making the collected a stolen heirloom, at making the various orc tribes. It would be so easy just to cut and paste orcs, you know, and cut and paste goblins, but they've done so good at making the various orc tribes have distinct features to them. Let's see. You wrested these heirlooms from the orcs that attacked Beor-tûr. Okay, so we're going to be taking them out. Oop, a little bit too close to that one, I'm afraid. Let's find his weakness. So I'm going to be going along. I'm going to be taking out these orcs. I will see y'all when we get that done. And I will also rejoin you whenever we find the horses we've got to free. As our second heirloom, when we find the horses we have to free, or we find the named ones we need to kill, I'll talk to you then. We're back. We have collected all the heirlooms we need to collect. I'm going to sneak on past this marauder and the others. We've got the horses right over here on the left. You see the ones that we have to free? I can only imagine freeing them is going to trigger something. Let's look at our map. Anything on the map? No, nothing on the map. You see on the mini map here, we are almost to the top of Beor-tûr. Let's see what happens when we release these horses. What is going to happen? Freed a horse from the stables? Oh, nothing so far. Let's free another one. It's like we weren't able to get the fourth one. And let's free the third one. And then we'll stealth back up. Alright, so the horses are running off into the darkness. Let's see if we can find these two named orcs now. We've either got to find Fonshu or Kritar. I will follow the path on around. Bunch of scouts, marauders, corruptors, all sorts of wonderful things in these parts. I keep thinking they would probably be at the very top of the map. Oh, there's Kritar down there. Found one of them anyway. So we know where he is now. Might not know Fonshu. Might not be able to know where Fonshu or whatever is. But let's see. Let's zoom in on Kritar here. Alright, Kritar, what are you? You are a signature, level 85, 19,000. Yeah, you shouldn't be too bad. Let's find your weaknesses. Let's distract you. And let's stab you in the butt. You know, I probably ought to lead off with Surprise Strike, I'm thinking. That might be the better thing to do, but... Goodbye, Kritar. Come on. You saved the other one for Ima when she is healthy enough for vengeance. So we need to go back down to Nona's cave, talk to Ima, Lidwig, and Elfgefu. And that is what I'm going to do. I will sneak back out of town. Oh, not that way I won't. I'm going to leave back out of town, and then whenever we're away from enough of the orcs, we're not going to cause a big old train behind us. I'll see about mounting up and riding back to the cave. So I will see y'all when we get back to Nona's. I'm back. We're back here at Nona's. So let's come around the corner. Let's talk to all the people we talked to before. There is Elda. He's sporting a really 70s metal band beard and mutton chops there. I like it, dude. Let's make the box a little smaller. Let's make the font a little bigger. Thank you, my friend. Knowing those keepsakes and heirlooms are no longer in the hands of the orcs is the best tonic for my hurts I can imagine. When I am fully recovered, I will look for other survivors of the attack, so I may return their keepsakes. It is the least I can do. Okay. So, talk to Ima. Hello, Ima. Wait! Do not tell me which one you saved for me. I look forward to discovering that on my own. Ima gives you a truly frightening smile, and you quickly excuse yourself. Whew! These are some tough birds, these old Rohirrim around here. They really are. That's what you get when you've got a, as we saw when we've been in a couple of the cities now, and one playing with the children. When you got the children, even the children are raised with combat from the beginning, you know? You have to. Whenever you're in this area. Elfgefühl. Now they will have as much of a chance of escape as I did myself. Okay. And now, Ludwig. You don't speak? Ludwig is still too exhausted to speak, which is good, because you have no favorable news to report about Nurzum. Talk to Gleowine. Yeah, we're going to have to take out Nurzum, and I've got a feeling that we will. At some point in time, we've defeated some much tougher things in our time, haven't we? Do you see how much the spirits have improved? They have been inspired by your deeds and your actions, and though Beor-tûr remains in enemy hands, you have helped to restore some of the fire to their hearts. I must tell you, Gnarlo, you are an inspiration not only to these survivors in Nona's care, but to this old man as well. Thank you for you showing me that there are still those out there in the world, still able to do some good. Perhaps I will write another song. That's okay, Gleowine. Seriously. I can tell you probably the way you can help us the best is not write any more songs, okay? You've done your part, buddy. You've done your part. You know, let's rest your vocal cords for a while, okay? Talk to Nona. Hello, Nona. I have come to a decision. Let's see, where's our XP? We shouldn't level up on this one, I don't think. Yep, looks like I've got a number of things. I see advance any further, so it's like I've got a number of things over here that I've got to reforge. Why did Nurzum, let's see, chapter 12, Nurzum. Why did Nurzum come first to Beor-tûr? He seems to spend a great deal of time around that city. So many of this land's problems stem from him. Until he is defeated, none of the people here will be safe. Horn has proposed that we return to Beor-tûr and look for some means of defeating Nurzum. What is it about the city that drew the giant there so early? I cannot leave the people here for long, but for a few hours they will be fine in Gleowin's care. Especially if he sings them a song or two. What do you think? Speak with Horn and Corridan about this last adventure, and tell me when you are ready to depart. Okay. Looks like we are about to take on Nurzum here. Hello, Horn. Of course it is, buddy. Of course it is, buddy. Is that a horn at your belt, or are you just happy to see her? I am excited to learn why Nurzum first came to Beor-tûr, Gnarlo. Perhaps we will find some clue to defeating the giant within the city. Horn looked slightly embarrassed. What? Yes, it will be nice to adventure again with Nona, but this is really about defeating Nurzum. Why do you give me such a look as that, Gnarlo? I am thinking only of Wildemore. Yep, indeed you are, buddy. Indeed you are. Corridan! Let me speak to someone who isn't hanging his emotions below his belt line here. You agree with this plan? I do not know how I feel about it. There may be some insight to be gained concerning the giant, for he certainly seems to be drawn to Beor-tûr. But I worry that Horn is letting his feelings for Nona cloud his judgment. If you are willing to embark upon this journey, so am I. but keep your wits about you. I fear Horn may not. Indeed, I think so too. Indeed, indeed, indeed. This is it. All right. So we're going to go talk to Nona. I'm sure it's one of those, talk to me and tell me when you're ready to travel type things. See? You see? What he said didn't match what the wording there. So I feel a lot better when I occasionally transpose words or kind of paraphrase things or just screw up stuff altogether. I feel much better. I mean, if the voice actors here can't read their lines correctly, the ones that they actually print in the dialogue, I feel a lot better about my abilities, okay? Let's talk to Nona right quick. Nudism. But we should search the city to learn of Nurzim's interest in it. This instance may not be completed in a fellowship. Travel now. That is what we will do next time. We will travel to Beor-tûr, and we will see if we can find out why this icy snow giant Nurzim has such a relationship with the city, why it is he's doing so much. I will also travel and get some reforging done so that we can continue upgrading our legendaries there. And I think that's it. So I hope y'all have had a good one. Sorry it's been so long, but like I said, I was in the Great White North. And we have had a great time. We really, really did. But it's good to be back home. And it's good to be recording and playing games again. So we will see y'all next time. Thanks for coming along. As always, hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.